Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us. Check out IWC, RWA, and more. And listeners like you, support this show at Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want.
It is the Wrestling. No, it's the Monday Mayhem. Hello. It's the Monday Mayhem Show. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media compound in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we have with us, as usual, the maddest of mics. Of the mics I've met, he's definitely the maddest. Of the mad mics I met, he's the maddest. Because there are more than one mad mics, unfortunately.
No, there aren't.
Yeah, not when we're talking in this show, but he is the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE for legit reasons. Mad Mike.
Hey, if you are any kind of ist, you can fuck off.
If you're any kind of ist?
Any kind of ist.
Even cellists?
Most kinds of ist.
Thank you. Okay. Because I don't want those Mayhem Show cellist fans to be dropping their hate mail to goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Listen, man.
You know what kind of ists I'm talking about. If you're one of those bad ists, you can fuck off. Like, I don't have a grudge against violinists. I don't have a grudge against harpsichordists. I don't have a grudge against podcastists.
Or against polyamorists.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't kink shame either.
No.
But anyway,
no,
Sorg, I'm starting off with a fact.
Okay.
A hot factoid. Hot factoid. All right, Sorg, do you know what is significant about the date June 5th, 2018?
Am I kayfabing this, or is this like what we talked about before?
Sorg, do you know what is significant?
What was the date again?
June 5th, 2018. Sorg, that's over 2 years ago.
June 5th, 2018 would be my wedding anniversary of that year.
Ha! And the best present WWE could get you was Charlotte tapping out to the Disarmer.
That might have been them. Also, might have been my 10-year anniversary. No, that's not right. No, that can't. No,
nope. Get this right.
That's
get
not
this right, Sorg. Use your math.
15th-ish.
Use your math.
Use your math.
Sorg. Don't. All right,
5,
moving on.
6.
Moving on. While you count.
Producer Missy has given up on our podcast. Don't worry about it. She doesn't listen to any of this stuff.
I know. I still worry. I'm allowed.
Uh-huh.
So
Wheel says wheelchairist.
Oh no, I fuck off. Fuck off, wheelchairist. Only that specific wheelchairist.
And we're not talking.
I'm gonna push him in the street.
And we're not disability shaming like the trapped account in Gregory Iron.
Absolutely not. This is just directed at Wheels, and he knows why.
He's just wheelsist.
Yeah, I'm wheelsist. Exactly.
Because you don't come on the show, Wheels. Come on.
Yeah, come on the fucking show.
Come on the fucking show.
Come on the fucking show.
Open arms.
You're
you just gotta hop us a message.
Chat room.
Always invited. Always invited. I have Wheels.
Invite, or in your case, sitting invite.
Jeez. I don't know if we should do
I can make that joke because Wheels and I are friends, and I know he's laughing at it.
Yes.
I know he's laughing at it because I would make that joke to him in person too, and he would laugh at it.
Yes.
But yes, so it was a SmackDown in Corpus Christi, Texas, home of our very own Eamon.
Original home of our only
original home.
Eamon.
Yes, correct.
Yes, Curran.
But it was a singles match. It was a singles match. Becky versus Charlotte, and Becky made her tap with a disarmer. And Wheel says, "Love you too, Mike."
There you go.
Yes,
Pulls it together.
Exactly.
All right.
It's all
right.
love here.
Good.
It's all love. We're blocking out the hate.
Yes.
We'll save that for tomorrow when we
boy.
will spit.
I will say,
fire.
other than our low-key barbs about things going on right now, we are going to have Honey Badger on tomorrow. And if you follow Honey Badger on social media, man.
The phrase "honey badger don't give a fuck" comes to mind.
It's on task. It's definitely on task.
Right, she's right there. It's the gimmick.
I don't know if just the rampant exposure of misdeeds in the greater Pittsburgh area, crossing the line into West Virginia, of course. If you've not been in the loop,
crossing their line across the pond, Sorg.
She's been mostly concentrating on the local issues, I think.
Yeah, but it's crossing the line.
But
everywhere.
everything. I mean, there's been a focus here, so absolutely.
But
it's been
at this point, we'll almost be able to have and Istmania for next year, where
Mhm,
everyone that just blackballed from wrestling
Yeah.
will book them to beat the shit out of each other. It'll be great.
All this weird shit that went down, there was a silver lining. I got to film wrestling in a setting I never thought I'd film wrestling in. And we'll talk. You'll see that over the next few days of Fight Underground. But man, the interview is already up over there with the Rev and AJ Alexander, the great Jim LaMotta doing that. Watch that and tell me, and tell me where you think that was filmed, because I got some funny answers when I showed you just photos of the setup. So I'm kind of curious about that. But anyways. Yeah, there's a lot of people on the list. There's,
yeah. All right.
Yes. But anyways, let's roll back to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, let's roll back.
Something very positive. Monday Night Raw. How the fuck did that happen?
Raw was kind of okay.
There was a lot of wrestling. Again, we're doing stuff. We're doing some project stuff here. Have some clients in and out through the night. We have Raw on because that's what we do here at Sorgatron Media Studios. And there's a lot of like, man, maybe I should be sitting down and watching this. Did Ray-Ro just catch a man? Powerbomb style, like nothing. Oh, it was a little something.
All right,
but
to be fair, anyone who's seen some stuff is not surprised by this.
No, I'm not, but I haven't seen this in WWE, so I'm just like, wow, this is like Super Indy 14 action here.
I will give Raw one negative. Okay. Oh no, wait, never mind. I can't even do that.
What?
I was about to say there were no title changes, but there definitely were. It was the title change that counted the least because we now have a Ninja 24/7 champion.
Hey, 24/7 Ninja style. Good for Tozawa. Getting in the mix.
Yes, good for Tozawa. Terrible with the gimmick he's working with, but good for Tozawa.
What a cluster that was.
I'm just bitter. I'm bitter because my girls didn't win, and it's Billy Kay's birthday, and that would have been lovely.
Oh, well, I mean,
you gotta be joking me.
Oh man,
I couldn't help it.
Thank you for that. Thank you. We all need that right now.
Sword. We went to journalism for that.
We did go to journalism for that. Well, maybe you didn't. Maybe I didn't. I
did a journalism.
You did a journalism. I did high school.
I was the editor-in-chief of my college newspaper, sir.
I was on.
Put some respect on the Quadrangle's name.
I had some high school yearbook action for a minute, so
yeah, that counts.
That counts. I laughed. Sure. I laughed. I didn't stick it through the entire yearbook, so I don't even know what I did that year. Senior year was just a wash.
Sorg, I think it was just Fago. That's all you did that year, right?
That would be the beginnings of that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be. That's when I came around to the Juggalo style.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, God bless you, Juggalos. I see you. I see you on social media. Everybody come see the Greatest Show. Gather up all Juggalos and go.
Whoa! Oh, that's
it's
right.
It's fun to be down with the clowns. Yeah, Sorg. That's the only song I know.
I know, and I'm like, wow, you really know that. I'm like, that's because that's the only one that like wrestling
Sorg,
fans would know.
The only one I know.
It's fucking catchy too.
Every time I try to listen to another one, it's like magnets in my ears, and I don't even know how it fucking works. Anyway.
I'm just over here dropping switches in my. Fuck! I fucked up the lyric. Fuck it up.
But yeah, so it's been over.
Excuse me. Let me give it a second shot. Hidden switches on my drop top low ride tractor. Thank you. Moving on. Chicken hunting.
Okay.
I don't know. I just had to get out.
No, it's okay. That's like the Cartman from South Park.
What?
Where you have to finish the line of the song.
Oh, yes.
I get it.
Yeah, because no, it would bother me the rest of the night.
Yeah, I absolutely get it. It's all good. All right, so Sorg, Raw.
Wrestling.
By the way, I realized I was watching a watch along that WWE did when they were showing Evolution on FS1. I put it on the background of my work day just to pass the time. And
wait a minute, you're watching a watch along while you're watching along. So watching
what I do at work, yeah.
You just
Sorg.
like How did you? You are
Fourth
super.
wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
Yeah, that's like a square root wall break. I don't even
Yeah.
understand.
But Sorg,
Ow.
my point is,
Ow, my head.
so this watch along
Mhm.
was all women's wrestlers basically,
Okay.
and Noelle Foley showed up for a hot minute.
Okay. She took a bump somewhere
Yeah,
along the line.
it's
so
fine. Well,
good for her.
well, unfortunately, she's dealing with concussions.
Oh,
so
is she?
Yeah. She said from a roller coaster. I don't know if I necessarily believe that. But anyway, yeah. I don't know if I believe that per se. But anyway, so they were all talking about the show, and then all of a sudden, everyone got sidetracked into talking about MasterChef. And I'm like, aw, celebrities, they're just like us when they podcast. Because then, I forget, I want to say it was Nia Jax, of all people, just went, so, wrestling! I'm like, we do that too!
It's everything, man. It's like
everything.
I noticed it. Like, I mean, Ronnie obviously, like, I know he does it here on the show, but that's literally like when it's like, well, we survived another wrestling show, and it's wrestling, you know, like the way he does it and stuff. Like that's this is a thing. This is everybody does it. Yeah. Especially when it's like, hey, it's over there. So let's see, broadcasting school does not count. Does that count?
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, actually, yeah, for sure, right?
And that counts way more than the shit we've done.
I mean, I was technically multimedia web design. I might have had a journalism course. It shows you how well I did at it if I can't remember.
So you did a journalism.
I did a well. I mean, the yearbook, whatever.
Yeah, we all did a. Sorry, let's be real. We all recorded on Impact for years. That's journalism.
Yeah.
At its finest. By the way, Impact Wrestling, brava for doing the things you've done. Brava for the recent deacquisitions of certain people.
There you go. Finally. So I didn't want to get into this on this show. It's sad it takes something of this magnitude for corrective actions to happen.
Correct.
Which I mean, I can say that for basically the last 3 weeks of.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair,
things.
we can say this since March.
Different
context, but
well, I think we're gonna have to come back around to the thing since March, but unfortunately, so I have a.
Hope you guys weren't a fan of Mojo Rawley.
Wait, what does that mean?
He has coronavirus.
What? That doesn't mean. I mean, he's. Well, I mean, so how is he not doing well? I mean,
I don't know.
Are you just implying that he's done?
I would imagine that he ain't gonna be on TV in a while.
Well, at least 2 weeks.
Sorg, you have to get over it first.
Yeah.
You know, that takes months.
Yeah.
That takes months depending on what your situation
Well,
is.
I was sharing something today, and this is not right. Well, this is still wrestling related, I suppose. And like, there's seriously like a guy that I know that got it in March, and I think some of his family also got it in a household. He has some kids, and he's like a part of a support group for it. So I mean, that should kind of tell you, what's up there. In the meantime, I'm really enjoying the elbow room since I started going back to restaurants.
It's gonna be even better in movie theaters.
I'm not going to a movie theater. No,
I'm not going to.
No,
a movie theater.
no. You know, anytime somebody's coughed on the back of my head, I don't care who's beside me. I can't do the other.
Unless movie theaters do one group per row.
Somebody,
and you can't sit in the you can't make a bingo.
I was watching. I think the most recent Fat Man on Batman, and they talked about like the family went out and took up an entire row because they would even split them up.
Mm-hmm.
So at one of those like kind of pre seat select things. Also random, since we're going down the rat holes, my wife and I watched 2 things last night after we got home from doing work from the filming the night before, or day before. We ended up watching, first of all, the Go Big or Go Home documentary. I think it's worth watching for you guys, especially if you're kind of, there's a lot of familiar faces, including Lee Moriarty's in it. It's mostly about the women. Scarlett, who we've had on the show, is a part of it. Girl Annabelle, that she was working, and we filmed some work with her, and then she has I think some concussions, actually dropped her out of the business. Another girl, Dory, that's no longer with the business, but has an interesting story. Maria Manic and Samantha Starr, another friend of the show, also the niece, I believe, of Jake Roberts. Yeah, worth kind of a look into things. And it was from a couple years ago, I think, like right when Fight Society was starting. So it was like beginning of 2018-ish. So worth a check out. It's definitely got some cool stuff in it. But the big surprise was, I'm like, I'll put on whatever just because I saw it on my Amazon. The Silent but Deadly with Kevin Smith.
Oh,
I didn't think, like, it's like, oh, put on Comedy Central's, this is where Missy's just say, okay, I'm done, I'm going to bed, and she was just laughing her ass off the entire time. It is the special he filmed the night that he had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
I never had a chance. I never caught wind of it, I guess.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's a weird show because he's sweating a lot.
Yeah. But
he's sweating an awful lot.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense, right? So, but I mean, he's on the performance side, so he probably didn't notice anything until he came down from it, and then boom, that's how it happens. So, yep, not worried at all at my age.
Sorg, I also watched something this weekend. Well, first I rewatched Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yes,
with the fiance. It was great.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It's a fun movie. It's not amazing.
It's a delightful little romp.
Yes, it is. It's just like, this is a perfectly adequate and fun movie that I'll watch if it's just on.
It's honestly the best video game movie I've seen since Mortal Kombat.
Big fan of the Tomb Raider movie. That last one.
I have not seen.
Okay,
this.
have you?
And I also don't know the game. So
So roll back. If you just go watch some trailers from like this latest series of games, especially the one that just the Tomb Raider one, where it was like the younger Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
version.
Where it doesn't have polygonal boobs.
Yeah, right. So if you go with that, just watch some cinematic trailers, then go watch the movie, and be like, yeah, that feels right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, from the trailers, it looked like it's female Indiana Jones. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I get it.
And
I get it.
It carries the storyline a lot, just a less culty. They kind of trimmed down like what was happening on the island, that I can tell, because I mean, you're filling a 20-hour game, right? So
Sorg, I'll be back in 1 second. DJ Roomba unplugged the fan, and I am dying because I don't have AC up here. Hold on a second.
DJ Roomba. We interrupt this message to remind you that our friends at Fight Underground and Prospect Pro Wrestling have very new content going on.